Guys, welcome to a new episode of Grow and Glow podcast. My name is Gracie Imo. I am the host of this podcast. This is a show aimed at helping young people deal with issues in their lives in order to become the best version of themselves. You are in the right place. So don't forget to subscribe, and I'm sure this episode is going to be very relatable to you. So try and share to others. They need to know this. They need to learn this stuff. This episode, I'm just going to be giving you guys a lot of gist, right? About what's been happening lately in my life. So I recently graduated from school. That was this year. That was February this year. And I came back home. You know that question people always ask? They always ask, what's next? What's your plan? What do you want to do? Sincerely, if you are listening to me and you ask that question, please stop. It can be draining. It's good you want to know our plans. It's good you want to know, okay, are you in the right place? Are you thinking rightly? Are you learning, or whatsoever it's on your mind, right? It's good. But when asked a lot of times, it can be draining and can put a lot of pressure on that person who the question is being asked to. This English self. Whoa, let's continue. So I finished from school, I came back home, and I kept on hearing that question of, Gracie, what's next? Well, for me, what next was basically my podcast. You, podcast listeners, I was like, I'm coming back fully to releasing episodes, getting guests. Let's just do this. Let's continue with this passion, right? Sincerely, that was not how it played out. I came back home. I started trying to adjust back to there's this difference when you are staying on your own in school versus when you come back home and you're under your parents' roof. There's a big difference. I don't know if you can relate, right? So I had to adapt to that again, and it was going smoothly. Then at some point I noticed something. I wasn't having time for myself. I was being too busy taking care of others and not myself. So I would literally spend my whole day doing things here and there, but not doing anything for myself. I don't know if you understand. So maybe I have on my to-do list stuff I want to do, but I would do every other thing apart from those things, right? And it wasn't nice for me because I kept on being sad that, okay, I keep on planning this stuff, that stuff, but it doesn't work out. Because there are people I answer to here. There are stuff to be done. I don't know if you can relate. You should be able to relate to this kind of things, right? So at some point, I started running away from myself. Yeah. How did this play out? I first of all started withdrawing from my friends. I started feeling bad concerning, first of all, I'm missing my friends. Secondly, I don't really have a lot of friends in my neighborhood, not where I stay, but in my neighborhood, right? So I am mostly inside my house. And something about me, my kind of person, if I'm inside my house 247, I will look so fresh. Okay, not just fresh. I will add weight because I'm just eating and maybe walking around the house, which is still not enough exercise. I noticed I started gaining weight. I noticed I wasn't doing anything for myself. I noticed I started being so sad. I noticed there were a lot of emotions in my head. I would cry, I would feel sad, I would feel angry, and all those emotions all at the same time. And the one I noticed a lot, I just wanted to run away from me, right? I am volunteering in some places, and I was trying my best to keep up. Sincerely, I was trying my best to keep up. I would try to do this, do that, do this, do that. At some point, it became draining. I would run away. So, if you maybe on my WhatsApp, I don't know if you can remember, but there was a time I was replying messages really slow. That was one of it. I could not just sit down to reply messages, and some days I could have a lot of messages, right? So So I would run away from, first of all, replying messages because I just felt it was too much work. See, sincerely, why it's a deal for me or why it's something for me is because on a normal day, I would reply messages. I have received over 200 messages and I have replied all. I'm that good. You can call me a virtual assistant. I'm good at all those kind of stuff, You can hire me too. Or so it was now, I started noticing that I did not like to reply messages. I normally would post status, happy stuff, this, that. I stopped. Secondly, my podcast. Podcast was one major thing. It's not like I did not have the vibe to record episodes. It just did not happen. And I'm like, why is this all happening to me? And I realized that, Gracie, you are changing. Gracie, this is a transitional stage of your life. Gracie, you left school. This is a new phase of life. I had to learn this stuff. I was telling a very good friend of mine, and I was telling this person that, imagine me being a caterpillar who is, I don't know the science word they use, but who is about to change into a butterfly. But you know what I noticed? I'm not yet a butterfly. I am still a caterpillar who is inside that nest trying to break out. Why am I doing this episode? I know I'm not the only one who has felt so much emotions, sadness, happiness, a lot of things happening in their lives. Just like me, I'm sure I'm not the only one. So I want to tell you that, sincerely, take a deep breath. First of all, take a deep breath. Secondly, remember, this is a new phase and it can be confusing. It can be annoying. It can be full of joy. It can be anything. Just embrace it all for now. This is a stage in your life where you are learning, unlearning, and discovering new stuff. This stage of my life, I have discovered a lot of things about myself. I have discovered a lot of things about life. Guy, I was a child. My eye don't see shaggy. So this is just a reminder to you. Don't give up. Don't think this is the end. This is you about to be a butterfly. This is you still in that nest, breaking out. And when you break out, when you come out, you're going to be so fine, beautiful. You will shine. You will glow. You saw those butterflies that fly, and you'll be seeing them in the sky, and you're like, oh, it's so fine. They passed through a process, and they were not too fast. They waited for the time to bloom. Let's not be ahead of ourselves. Yes, what's next? What next? Might be masters, it might be NYC for us in Nigeria. It might be a gap year. Yeah, I'm doing a gap year like this. I'm not going to NYC this year. That is if I release this episode this year though. But the gist right now, I'm recording this episode in August. Sorry, this is July, some days before my birthday. But I'm not going for NYC this year, I guess. I might change my mind, but I don't think I want to go this year. I'm trying to still learn and discover myself better, right? And this is a phrase whereby you should not leave your friends. That sometimes I'll go and cry to my baby girl. Favor, shout out to you. So I'll go and cry to her. And I will talk about this and that, and I would feel better. There was a time I called Glory and I was like, Glory, this is what I want to say. This is that. She helped me out. I just needed to hear that word from her. The Holy Spirit helped me to call her that same time. It was very late, but surprisingly, she was online. And she helped me out. Another time I called this person, another time I called that person. It's good to still have those friends in your space. Yes, it's a transitional phase. You might not speak to those friends every day. You might not talk to them every minute as usual. But try and keep that connection. You are a caterpillar. When you become a butterfly, no, you can't fly alone. You need some people to fly with you. Life is not done alone, sincerely. So always keep your people around you, your siblings, your sisters, your brothers. I have my own sisters. They really helped me. I made mistakes. They shouted at me, true. They made me cry. But I've learned from those mistakes. And there's something my sister will always say. Oh, this is making me emotional. She will say that my first sister, that is Ella, go and check about Hexa Media, and you see the strong woman I'm talking about right now. She will say that Gracie came first before you to make the mistakes, all mistakes necessary, so that you don't make the same mistake. I have another sister encourages me. I don't want to talk about each and every one of them. Don't worry. They're everywhere. Follow them everywhere. You will learn from them too, right? So like, life is not done alone, and life happens. It can be sad, it can be happy, it can be dry, it can be boring. Just have your friends, have God, and remember, you are a caterpillar about to shine. Do not rush the process. So to everyone who is in this phase of life, who might be feeling discouraged, who might be feeling like there's something wrong with you, there's nothing wrong with you. It's just this time. Do not rush it. Enjoy it. It can be hard, but try and enjoy the little things. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with everybody, your family, your friends. Social media, tag us. No, it's not just me, we're a community. Tag us at grow_and glow_podcast. If you would love to join our community, yes, we have a community on WhatsApp. Just check the link in my bio at grow_and glow_podcast on Instagram, and you'll see the link. Just join us, and when you join us, don't forget to introduce yourself. Tell us something. Don't worry, I'm always there. I'm waiting for you. Okay. So yeah, see you in another episode. Yeah, bye. Life update, Abby. All right.